Today's class is a daily yoga class when you're staying at home. Hello and welcome to Yoga with Melissa. This is real yoga for real people. Today we're going to do a stay-at-home yoga class. Go ahead and rest back. Take Shavasana. And feel the support of the earth underneath you. And in these uncertain times, it's very easy to be decentered, thrown off center. And so when we lie back in Shavasana, we can feel the support of the earth underneath us. We can feel the pull of gravity. Also tune into the tension in your body. You know, for me, there can be a lot of stress and tension in my own reaction to experiences, but also around me. There's a lot of stress and tension around me. And I find myself bracing against that stress and tension, resisting what's happening around me. And so when we rest back here, we can let that tension release down and into the pull of gravity to be recycled and neutralized into the earth. And then breathe in and out through your nose. So this daily yoga practice for during our stay-at-home time, when we're recording this, it's a time when a lot of us are self-isolating because of COVID-19 and coronavirus. We're having to practice self-isolation and self-distancing. I've been listening to your requests, and most of you would just like a daily practice for when you're staying at home. Some of us are on quarantine because of COVID-19, and a lot of us are practicing self-isolation. So this is a yoga class. What we're going to be doing is a yoga class that you can practice every day when you're confined in your house. It combines hatha yoga and restorative yoga. It will ground and center you. It will connect you with your core, your inner power. It will help you find your inner foundation. And then it will allow you to find some inner stillness amidst the chaos. So if you're experiencing cabin fever and restlessness, this daily yoga will help you to feel strong, imbalanced, and resilient. So my intention in this class is to help you to release the fight or flight chemicals that naturally get released by our body in times of stress. This is something totally unconscious. It's not something that we can control. It happens through our autonomic nervous system. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on cross-body patterns to fully and reflexively engage our core musculature, but also to create new nerve pathways in your brain, connecting the right and left hemispheres of your brain, helping you to focus, to think more clearly, and also to problem solve in challenging times. So when you're ready, you can move so that your knees are bent and your feet are flat on the floor. And you can get one block. You're going to take your block in your hands. And actually, you could put another block between your knees. So you're engaging your core a little bit more. Let your shoulders be heavy on the ground. You're going to inhale here. You're going to exhale, press up through your feet. You're going to keep your ribs tucked, and you're going to take your arms overhead. And then you're going to arc your arms back up again. You're going to inhale, take your arms overhead. Fill your lungs. And exhale, bring them back. Inhale, take your arms overhead. Exhale, take them back overhead. And then with your arms straight overhead, you're going to keep your tailbone lifted, your glutes lifted. Slowly roll down through your spine, bone by bone by bone. The last thing to uncurl is your tailbone. And then you're going to place your block between your hands down on the ground. And the block between your legs down on the ground. And hug your knees into your chest. If you have knee issues, hold on behind your knees. So for the next movement, you're going to take your block and you're going to place it between your hands and your knees with your legs at a 90-degree angle. If you have low back issues, you're going to keep your feet on the ground and your hands and your legs on the ground. Okay? You're going to inhale into your side ribs and your back. You're going to exhale. Draw your ribs in, draw your navel down to your spine. And then you're going to reach your right arm behind you. And bring your right arm back up. Then reach your left arm behind you. Bring your left arm back up. Okay, we'll reach our right arm behind us. And we'll add our left leg. And then you'll come back. So these are the cross body patterns. Right arm, left leg, and back. Right arm, left leg, and back. Right arm, left leg, and back. And one more on this side. Right arm, left leg, and back. And let's just take a little break before we do the other side. Stretch out nice and long. And then we're going to do this on the other side. So this time you're just going to take your left arm overhead. And then you're going to add your right leg. Great. Good job. And then put your block down and stretch out long. And then take your block overhead. Reach long. Arc your arms overhead, tuck your chin, tuck your ribs, and you're going to roll all the way up to seated. And then you're going to put your block down. We're going to use it again. You're going to come around to lunge pose. So let's walk our left leg through. So we're lengthening through our large intestine first, our ascending colon first. You're going to have your block between your hands. You're going to circle it around behind your head. And then you're going to turn towards your left leg, bent leg. So circle it around behind your head and turn towards your left leg. Circle around behind your head. Turn towards your left leg. Okay. And then we're going to switch sides. So you're going to walk your right leg through. And you're going to circle the block around your head the other way. And turn towards your right leg. Those cross-body patterns, it's easy to get mixed up in your head as you're doing them. Okay, let's sit back. And you're going to come into child's pose, or you could do knees to chest. And then let's go to one side, stretch out the side body. And then we'll go to the other side. And then we're going to make our way up to standing. So you can come up to standing however you want. I'm going to come through downward facing dog. Okay, so from standing, you're going to need your block. And we're just going to start with some head nods. So you're going to tuck your chin and lift your chin. So just lengthening through the back of your neck. And then from your chin, you're just going to circle your chin in one direction. And then circle your chin in the other direction. Okay, then we're going to add some movement. So you're going to take your block, you're going to take it down to the left side of your body and up to the right side of your body. Down to the left side of your body and up to the right side of your body. It's really zoomed in right now, Tim. Okay. Down to the left side of the body, up to the right side of the body. So you can stay with this cross-lateral pattern, or you can add a knee up. You're going to lift your right knee. Okay, and then we'll do that on the other side. So just take the block down to the right side of your body, up to the left side of the body now. And then if you want to, you can add the left knee up. So these are great cross-body patterns. Also really great at moving those stress chemicals through your body. So when you're activated to fight and flight, you get to do the fight or flight thing. Okay, great. So the next thing that we're going to do is you're going to need a wall. So I'm just going to move the couch out of the way here. Okay, so you're going to stand against the wall. So we're really sorry for the focus. Tim's really struggling. Well, he's not struggling, the camera's struggling. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to come against the wall in a little bit of a squat position. And then what we're going to do is we're going to, I have to figure this out every time. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. Okay, so you're going to, it's more cross-lateral patterns, and it's a bit of brain yoga. So if you want to just stay in a squat, you can stay in a squat. You're going to lift your left knee and your right arm. Okay, So let's just maybe stay with that for a bit. Lift your left knee and your right arm and come up. Lift your left knee and right arm and come up. And then we'll switch and we'll lift our right knee and left arm and come up. This is the last of the challenging poses. After this, we're going into restorative, just so you know. Just for people that if you're feeling frustrated by this. Now you can stay with the one side, or we're going to switch sides. So go opposite sides. This is a great cross pattern movement. So you're doing cross body pattern. You're connecting right and left side of the brain. And you are moving. So great in times of stress. But if it's too much, then just stay with the chair pose. But I'm finding these cross body patterns, they really are helping me to focus, to do something, to engage my mind in something other than the coronavirus right now, to do something productive. Okay, great. So from here, we're going to, what I found was that's enough. I'm probably a little tired now, and I want to do some restorative now. So I'm just doing short bursts of movement, and then I'm following that with some yin or restorative or yoga nidra. My practices are short, and then I'm doing more restorative styles. So let's do some restorative now. I think the first one is, it's legs up the wall. So let's do some legs up the wall. We wanted to have the couch in the pose so that it would be like at home. This is really like at home today. You know what, I'll put the couch back and we'll do legs up the couch. That'll look better. So if you don't have a wall like us today, then you can do legs up the couch or you can do legs up the wall. So we're going to be in legs up the wall or legs up the couch for 5 minutes. So we're back. And legs up the wall is very beneficial for your immune system. It's very regenerative when you're feeling tired. In this pose, you can let the tension from your upper body really sink into the ground, through your head and your neck and your shoulders, your torso. When we practice restorative yoga, our focus is on letting the props, in this case the wall or the couch and the floor, support us fully. So really sink into the support. Allow your body to be supported fully. Okay, so we're going to come out of this pose. For some reason, my timer didn't go off. You got 9 minutes in this pose instead of 5. Yes. The next restorative pose we are going to do, I'm going to have to adjust for timing now. Well, my Kindle doesn't want to work either, so let's do child's pose with a little bit of elevation. It's really not. It's so lovely to practice together. So thank you everybody for sticking with us through thick and thin. We appreciate all of you. So we're going to do child's pose for hopefully 5 minutes. If child's pose doesn't work in your body because of knees and ankles, it's okay. Yeah. Then you can always do knees to chest on your back. And it's always worthwhile to take that extra time to set up your poses so that they are comfortable for you. In this pose, it's really nice to breathe into your low back. When we breathe into our low back, we can imagine charging our kidneys and adrenals, just in the same way that we charge our batteries when we plug in our electronic devices. And you might want to just turn your head to the other side for the last half of the posture. Okay, and then for our last pose, let's come into, just looking at our time, let's come into Shavasana. So you can place the bolster underneath your knees. And rest back. You can stay resting back, and I'm going to get another poem. I'm having second thoughts on the poem I have chosen. I feel like the Kindle blip was a sign. I know you think that's woo-woo, Tim, but I'm feeling called to something else now. This is by John O'Donohue. It comes from his book, To Bless the Space Between Us. I've been reading a lot of John O'Donohue lately. I highly recommend any of his writings, and you can get a lot of them online. Just look up John O'Donohue. This is called After a Destructive Encounter. Now that you have entered with an open heart into a complex and fragile situation, hoping with patience and respect to tread softly over sore ground in order that somewhere beneath the raw estrangement, some fresh spring of healing might be coaxed, to release the grace for a new journey, beyond repetition and judgment, and have achieved nothing of that, but emerged helpless and with added hurt. Withdraw for a while into your own tranquility. Loosen from your heart the new fester. Free yourself of the wounded gaze that is not yet able to see you. Recognize your responsibility for the past. Don't allow your sense of self to wilt. Draw deeply from your own dignity. Temper your expectation to others' limits, and take your time carefully. Learn that there is a time for everything, and for healing too, but that now is not that time, yet. Now that you have entered with an open heart into a complex and fragile situation, hoping with patience and respect to tread softly over sore ground in order that somewhere beneath the raw estrangement, some fresh spring of healing might be coaxed, to release the grace for a new journey, beyond repetition and judgment, and I've received nothing of that, but emerged helpless with added hurt. Withdraw for a while into your own tranquility. Loosen from your heart the new fester. Free yourself of the wounded gaze that is not yet able to see you. Recognize your responsibility for the past. Don't allow your sense of self to wilt. Draw deeply from your own dignity. Temper your expectation to others' limits. And take your time carefully. Learn that there is a time for everything, and healing too, but that now is not that time yet. So gradually wiggle and stretch out. Bend your knees and roll to your right side. And slowly make your way up to seated. And then let's gather the fruits of our practice first into ourselves and then offer them out into the world. So for those of you that are here live, we will stay together afterwards just to have some time to chat about our practice and our experience. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom for all. So thank you so much to all of you who joined us live today. We're going to stay and have a little chat together. And thanks to all of you who are watching this recorded version as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can put "I am withdrawing into my own tranquility" in the comments, and we would love to have you as a subscriber to our channel. I've got a COVID-19 survival playlist available for you on my main homepage right now. There's 30 classes there, 30 plus classes, I think, that will support you right now. Lots of daily classes, grounding classes, classes for digestion. Feel free to share that playlist. Also on my main page, melissawest.com, there's an expanded version of that playlist because you can't put playlists in playlists. So in my at melissawest.com, there's an expanded version with not just individual classes, but playlists as well. And if you're a member, and I am not trying to sell my membership at all right now, I recognize that this is a time of financial uncertainty for a lot of people. So just that for people that are already members, a lot of your requests, because I put that playlist together for people who, I got hundreds and hundreds of requests for what people wanted. And a lot of those requests exist in our membership site, so I wanted to be able to direct people who are already members there. So I'm not pushing my membership site on anybody right now. I just want you to know that. So thank you very much. I'm sending you much love. This is for the recording from beautiful British Columbia. May your joy be as deep as our ocean. May you be as grounded as our old-growth trees in our forest. May you be as strong as our mountains. Om Shanti. Namaste.